following video will present to you the key facts about the Syrian conflict. Watching this brief video and acting upon it can save many lives and millions of dollars. Since it began in the spring of 2011, the Syrian civil war has taken the lives of over 100,000 people. 2 million have left Syria. Heavy battles destroyed many cities, including Aleppo, the largest in the country. The United States, France, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and several other countries have accused the Syrian government of using chemical weapons against its own citizens. So far, no conclusive evidence has been brought forth to substantiate these claims, but the United States and its allies remain determined to attack. So determined, in fact, that they are willing to override a United Nations mandate. However, there's one thing that they cannot override, and that is you. Although the leaders of the United States are impudent enough to override international law, they're still in need of your support, or at least the support of your representatives in Congress and the Senate. This is where you can make a difference. Millions of lives can be saved if we simply voice our concerns to the right people.
Let's be honest about this. This is not an Arab Spring with people asking for rights. Yes, of course the Syrian people want rights. They've lived under dictatorships for too long. But this is something more devious, something more insidious, something which the world has to wake up and recognize what's happening. This is a country being destroyed from within by outside forces.
There's no justification for this war at all. I mean, it's completely being orchestrated by America and by funding these rebel groups like the Free Syrian Army. The imperialists are using the rebel groups to exploit the Syrian people and us. There's no evidence that Assad used any chemical weapons on his people at all. It's entirely these rebel groups that are funded by America that every day it comes out more and more that these rebel groups are behind.
They tell us it's all about democracy, that they will bring the Syrian people peace, liberty, and prosperity. However, the truth behind the moralizing is, as always, very different.
Unnecessary. We just got pulled out of a so-called war that was based on lies. It took about 8 years for that to happen, and now we're about to waste more money for something that's unnecessary when we have cities like Detroit that are bankrupt.
Do not allow them to fool you again. There were no weapons of mass destruction in Afghanistan. There were not any in Iraq, nor were there any in Libya. We must face up to the facts. Democracy has been hijacked by corporate fat cats who will do whatever it takes to line their own pockets. These individuals will wage war, murder innocent people, send their countrymen into the slaughterhouse, lie and misinform to get what they want. We must stand up against the warmongering elite to prevent another pointless and costly war. No more lies, no more hypocrisy, and no more injustice. If you support this war, you automatically participate in a conspiracy against the Syrian people, which will involve the killing of hundreds, if not thousands of civilians. You can act now by calling the United States Capitol switchboard, 202-224-3121, and telling your representatives that you will not vote to re-elect any member of Congress who votes to approve a military attack on Syria. Alternatively, if you live within the UK, contact your local MP and urge them to use their influence to dissuade the United States Congress from going to war.